Hey Aries, welcome to your reading for this following 2 weeks. Today we'll be using the tarot cards to pick up messages for your collective and see what kind of energies will be vibrating around you, okay? We'll start by pulling one of a card and checking up what's the main energy present, and later on we'll let the messages unfold for you, all right? Aries, today I will jump straight forward on your reading, but before that, I want to ask you, if you find it on your heart, to hype the video or to like. You would be helping me a lot here with my work on YouTube. I've been spending tons of time in adding more Aries readings, more other star signs readings, because I want to get to know other collectives and also bring in messages for you. So if you find it on your heart to help the channel, I really appreciate. Aries, for now, let's just shuffle the cards and jump straight to your reading, okay? I want to see what energy will be present for a collective of Aries, please. Clarify what is the energy for them. One card to start the spread. Aries, please. I have one card, two cards actually, Aries. Wow, Aries. You're already starting on fire. Yeah, the sun and the eggs. I love these cards for you. You're starting something complete. I'm going to say completely new, Aries. I mean, you're finally starting something that aligns with your energy, path, and purpose. And if not, you're very close to do so, or you already know what you gotta do, what you want to do. When I mean what you got to do, is like, I know what I want, but what do I need to do to actually make it happen for myself, Aries? I feel that in this next 2 weeks, or you're going to be super close to this, to starting your journey. Could be somewhere else with a new work. I see you in a different place, surrounded by people that nourish your energy. I like that. And for others, you are already in motion. What does that mean? You already start to make the movements to open the door and say that's it. And I feel that this is manifesting right now. As you find this reading, this is something that, or it must happen. It's for you. It's just waiting for you to take the first actions to actually make it happen for you. I see this has an amazing new beginning, new start for you. Okay, Aries, right now with these first two cards of the spread, I'm not picking up in anyone's energy, but your energy. You have the sun with you. When the sun comes in a context like that, it tells me that whatever you're choosing to do for yourself, whether it's, I feel that you're aligning with the path. And I mean, I'm hearing something, you're doing a work that you're meant to do. You are dedicating your time to learn something that is going to help you to develop yourself, and later on you're going to help others. I'm also feeling something like, you know what, this place, these people, they're not meant for me anymore. I see you moving away from that, and because you did the work, Aries, look what is arriving, the sun. Wow. So Aries, if you haven't sorry guys, if you haven't taken the last steps, it's time to, because what waits for you is awesome. What else for the collective? I have the gypsy tent here, Aries. You're gonna be feeling in these next weeks the need of retreating within yourself. It's important that you hear this call and follow it. This is very important in order for you to accomplish, to come to meet this energy and this new beginning that is waiting for you. Even when you arrive there, it's time for you to retreat, to think, to look at your things with care and love, with honesty. What things, Sacred Owl? Give it just like an example. I really want to start a new work, and I don't know how I'm going to do financially because it's a beginning. Of course, sometimes we need to take a step back to take a step forward. Take a look how to organize your finances. What is working for you right now? It is funny because I'm hearing like a sort of like ikigai. I don't know if you know what is ikigai. It's like a Japanese sort of like, it's not a planner, but it's a sort of like orientation test like that you do to understand what is your purpose, where you're lacking energy, where you have where you're putting too much energy on your life. And then when you find a balance between your ikigai, you actually understand a little bit, a little bit closer to what you gotta do, what you're meant to do, what you're good at, what's your talent. It's very interesting. So if you haven't heard before and something that interests you, I'm just throwing you out there something that I just heard here and I feel like it's important to say. But apart from that, Aries, it's important to take a look into yourself deeply and say, which areas of my life are in balance? They're good, that I don't need to touch, that I don't need to bring in work. Which areas of my life are lacking my attention? It is right now, has this energy arrived, is the moment for you to just like take a step back and look into those things. It's going to be very important for you to sustain yourself, to carry on this energy, to be able to shine throughout your journey. Guys, maybe you're here in Aries, a weird noise, and this is like a thunder. It's super strong. I'm giving you this message. It's like, wow. Very strong. So it's important to take this moment for yourself. This is going to be kind of crucial, okay, for you. 2 cards. Wow, Aries, you are on fire. I like that. The hearts and the journey, following your heart, Aries, finally. And if not, once more, it's time to. Because Aries, whatever you want right now, whatever change you're aiming to go for, which I feel that many of you are already aligned with that, and this reading is a confirmation you're doing right. But for those that are still like doubting or emotion, whatever you're trying to achieve in this moment for yourself, this is for yourself. It's something that it's on your heart. You know you gotta do. It's for you. It's for an improvement that you know you deserve in your life. All right. If it's to align with a past that you know that you're going to be here walking a journey where what you do serves others, as it serves you every single day, nourishing a beautiful energy that you have inside of you that needs to be outside to be released. So what I want to tell you with this is that if you feel like you're not in motion, if you're not moving towards that yet, you're doubting a bit, Aries, this is the right path. This is the right journey. This is going to definitely take you to new places, to new communities, to, and the communities could be personal and also professionally, all right? To new countries, new cities, okay? Because you're doing it with your heart. So, what is the advice here? Don't try to ignore this. Because if you try to suppress these areas, this is going to be always lingering inside you. It's not the kind of thing that's going to go away. Maybe you try to push it away, saying to yourself other things come first, but you come first. The things that comes from your heart, it must come first. Put yourself in the front line. All right? Because that's where you belong to be, where your things, the things that come from your heart deserve to be. All right? Aries. Beautiful reading. I really like this energy. Aries, let me know here in the comments if you're in motion or if you're close to find your path and purpose. You definitely, I see you in motion. Many of you. You're accepting this as your truth. And look at this. The manifestation card, the Tree of Life, Aries. There are two messages that come with this. First and above all, don't doubt it, because whatever you want, you will get. Increase on your finances, increase on your vibration, which is going to make your work naturally unfold and find the people, the places that where it belongs. All right. Trust that. Know that. Now, there is one more thing. Because you are the maker, you start things with confidence and fast. You don't doubt yourself. You say, this is what I want, I go for it. Okay, now there is something that sometimes you might lack, which is the not consistency necessarily, but understanding, like that you need to carry on things and they have their own time. We are, as Aries, we tend to be a little bit anxious about the results, because you work hard, Aries. You can like literally make things happen in a timing that others can't. You know, you are ahead of people when it comes to the start. But sometimes when there are some bumps, some challenges, they're natural from the journey that we experience. You tend sometimes to retract and say, you know, but this card is here to remind you of what you are seeding right now. You know, what you're putting on earth is just a small seed that will become a little plant, then a small tree, then a bigger tree that it will give fruit. So know that this is for the long run. What you're building up right now will go through all the stages, and you need to learn how to sustain yourself, to stay confident that this is going to be the result. Okay? And knowing how to trust when things are off season. Okay? I find that's beautiful, that the card is, the Tree of Life is here for you. It's a bit of a warning, but a gentle, friendly, warm, very motherly way of teaching. I like this card. It's very Mother Earth. It's very motherly, you know. It teaches through love, through kindness, and this is the message for you, you know. Don't be so hard and impatient when things are off season. Resting, like pauses, are also important in the process. No, you will experience them, okay, throughout your journey. What else for Aries? Beautiful, love it. I have the young gypsy. I'm sorry, yeah, the young gypsy came upside down. I think I understand, but I want one more card. The Judgment. Bear with me, Aries. Please confirm the young gypsy. I think I understand. But I want a confirmation. Beginning of the Gypsy Society. Huh? Where comes here? I'm understanding. There's something you need to. Something with your older self. But I'm honestly gonna pull other cards and a new spread to ask for clarification. Please clarify. Something with your younger self or with someone here. Please clarify, the young gypsy. Please, what do you mean with that? Interesting that this card came this way and together with the Judgment. Ha, I understand. Okay, Aries, it's a little bit of a yin and yang energy, black and white energy, shadow and light energy, okay? And I understand why it comes like this. Wow, super strong. I have the Judgment, and I have the Young Gypsy. They are opposite cards completely. The Young Gypsy, it's it's literally like you have the representation of a young, youthful lady, full of energy, full of courage. And then you have the wise old man that is patient, cautious, reasonable. And I was like, what is this energy here right after the Tree of Life? It's because this is your calling here, okay? To understand that in some moments you will need to be the young, youthful, courageous energy that when things are not going perfectly fine on your journey, as you fight for the things you love, fight for what's in your heart, you need to trust that this is just a moment, all right? And at the same time, when things are going good, you gotta stay humble, you know, also excited, proud, but also carry on these things with tranquility and stability so they can keep functioning. So it's really, and then the horse is here. Remember, but always remembering that this is something that it's truth to yourself, to what you want, to your heart. This is the card that speaks high in loyalty to yourself, to what you love. All right. And yeah, it's a little bit of a of a game, you know, between understanding who you need to be, when you need to be, while staying loyal to why you do it. Super profound, Aries. And I really like this as your last message because it's a very encouraging, very beautiful energy that is just confirming that everything will work. You know, you just need to find your balance, Aries. And I really hope from the bottom of my heart that this reading was meaningful to you. If so, let me know here in the comments, Aries. How do you find this reading? If you could hype or like, you help my small channel a lot. And of course, if you want to join for other readings, subscribe and you can stay in touch with when I post more for you. And Aries, I have been bringing you readings for other zodiac signs, and this has made my view fluctuate a bit. I know that it's a process here on YouTube. Everything is a little bit of a wave. So your support right now, more than ever, really means a lot for my channel. So if you enjoyed this reading, I hope to see you here again. All right? Bye-bye.